Hi guys, it's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Oops, keep bumping the camera. All right, so I got my phone back working, and we're gonna do today's for the next 7 days. So I know this is Tuesday. This should have been up on Monday. However, I had a family emergency. My dad was sick, and I was unable to make the video. So I'm a day late, but here we are. So this is advice for the next 7 days. I made it a little longer just because I wanted to, kind of make it nice for you guys for being so patient and waiting. But we're going to take a look at normal advice, like day-to-day advice. And then at the very end, I've got a few oracle cards that we're going to look at for love and romance. And so go ahead and pick your pile. Pile number 1 is this beautiful rose quartz. It's rough rose quartz. Pile number 2 is this wand, which was made for me. Well, it wasn't made for me. It was made and had my name on it. That's what I believe, because I saw it and said, that one's mine. And pile number 3 is pre-night. It's a pre-night pendulum. So go ahead and make your selections. I'm going to try to move my chair in without bumping you too much. And we're going to get started. So we'll put these up here, and we'll get into pile number 1. Now this is any spirit messages or advice for the next 7 days. We're going to start with tarot, get some oracles, and then we're going to get romance messages for those who are interested. If you're not interested in romance, you can just cut out after the advice. But some people on my channel, a lot of people on my channel are here specifically because of a relationship. So let's see what your advice is. I got my pile upside down. I'm not reading reversals. So we have the King of Cups, which is funny. He showed up in my morning reading over on Patreon. If you guys resonate with being twin flames, over on Patreon, we're doing a 100-day journaling challenge in order to prepare for union energies to, do some inner healing. Because Mars and Venus are going to go direct here. I believe it's on the 15th. I don't have my moon diary in here, but I'm going to do a specific Valentine's reading just for twins and one for the collective before Valentine's Day. So we've got the King of Cups. It says, trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe. A solid romantic relationship. Hidden but well-intentioned emotions. A charitable benefactor, or seeing a counselor. I'm going to hold that up. Hopefully there won't be a glare because I'm way beneath you guys. I'm not sure how you're going to see it. I'll rock it a little bit. King of Cups. Next we have 2 of Pentacles. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. Now I'm going to get all the cards out before I start channeling for you guys, okay? Next we have the 4 of Swords. Insight that comes from meditation. The need to rest or take a vacation. It rhymed. I had to rhyme it. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion. Get some sleep. So I'm already getting like channeled messages around this. You guys have been very, very hard working, hard thinking. There could be a choice on the table here. We'll get into it. Let's see what your oracles say. So we have right now. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled in each moment. See, yeah, I'm really feeling like you guys could be, let me hold this up, like you guys could really be overworked and underpaid or just really, really kind of unbalanced in this coming week. You know, a need, there's a definite need here for meditation or quiet time, balancing our emotions and our feelings. And there could be a choice that you're trying to make too. So we have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. We have new supportive connections. Well, that's nice. That could be that King of Cups coming in. It's a number 8. It says people. In this deck, there's different categories. This is people coming in, right? Number 8. New supportive connections. So it could be maybe some romance coming in. We'll look at your romance cards here in a minute. Fruition, yes. See, something new is coming in. This could also be a very busy time for you, a very abundant time. Maybe there's a lot of stuff that's happening all at once in your life. Maybe you met somebody new. Things are growing. You got growth and fruition. That's you know, it's like harvest season, stuff coming in. It could be coming in kind of quickly. And there's a need for you to kind of balance things out. Take a moment, take a breath. If there's a decision to be made around this, then you're going to want to really, you know, stay in the present. Don't try to overthink it or get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than you can handle in each moment. So if your abundance, if you get an offer, whether it's romantic or just friendship or a new job, you know, something that comes in quickly. It could be an offer of some sort that you need to balance your time, your energy, your finances. It really looks good though. I mean, you got growth and fruition and new supportive connection. It's almost like you might have a new job or a new opportunity that comes in. I'm seeing the figure 8 on the infinity symbol on his chest, and you've got the 8 right underneath it. And we do have number 37, which breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So this could be an ending, something that ended and is now, see, the universe doesn't like a void. So when you end a cycle energetically, then you can create space for something new. And we got the word new here. New coming in, and it could be somebody that's very trustworthy, whether it's just a friend or a romantic connection or a new job, right? Opportunity. And it's like I'm seeing colors here that kind of match or go well together. And then these ones kind of go well together. So let's see what else you've got. We've got tell the truth. I'm going to hold it up. I don't know if you can read it or see it, but I'm going to make an assumption you can. It says communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. This person could even be you. Are you saying you're fine when you don't mean it? Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're fine. It feels like you're a bit rushed or overworked, or you got too many balls in the air, too much going on. And it feels like, you know, maybe you need to delegate. You might need to ask for help, ask for support, right? Ask for support to balance out your life, balance your emotions, balance. But it's good. I mean, look at the growth and the fruition. So are you fine when you don't mean it? Are you swallowing your needs because you don't want to rock the boat? When we hide the truth, and that's what the King of Cups does sometimes, is he hides his emotions, it eventually comes out in destructive ways, imbalance. Act with integrity and say what's on your mind. While honesty may lead to short-term discomfort, your long-term peace and happiness are worth it. So, I'm noticing in this fruition card too that she has a mask on. So, you know, you could be pretending that your life is just fine. Do you know that phone hasn't made a noise all day and now all of a sudden it's going nuts? So you could be pretending on the outside that everything is okay. But really, maybe you're overworked or you've got too many things on your plate. And it's funny because I always pick pile number 1. And so my sister caught COVID, her pipes burst. She's living in a hotel. I've been trying to help her get stuff done. My dad got sick yesterday. We thought we had to take him to the ER, but he made an appointment with his doctor. We think we got it under control with just that. He's waiting for news back on whether she thinks he needs a blood transfusion. And so that's kind of there. I get a bit of stuff going on in my personal life that I really don't want to put out there, but it's stressful. We switched phone companies. They messed up my phone, messed up Jesse's phone. I've got service now. He still doesn't. It's been a week later. And we got a blizzard. So this could be your life right now. This could be you. You know, you could resonate with the energy I'm in, where there's just so much responsibility and so much chaos and so many things that are needing attention all at once. And people, you know, assuming that you're strong and independent and can handle it. And because you want to handle it, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I want to grow. It could be that, you know, you've been stagnant for a while, asking for change, and now it's coming in. This change is coming in really quickly, and it's a little overwhelming this week. And so you might need to delegate. You might need to ask for support from friends or even spouses or significant others. But, you know, to tell the truth that you're not okay, that you could use a little help, that you are a little off balance, that things are a little bit out of whack for you. And I think that you have people, supportive people around you that would gladly help you and take some of the burden off of you so that you don't feel like you're, you know, walking on it. This guy is literally walking on a tightrope on a ship that's rocking, trying to juggle time, literally juggle time. And that's exactly how I feel. I mean, oh my God, I'm like, yesterday, I was the only person that could take my dad because of the COVID rules. They're like, you get one support person and that's it right there, supportive connection. And so I was it. My sister has to work and I'm all that's left. You know, we got me and my sister and my dad. My mom passed away. My other sister passed away. It's just the 3 of us. And so if he would have had to go to the hospital, I would have had to handle it on top of everything else. My commitments here, my commitments on Patreon, my commitment to my son and his schooling and his phone, and trying to help my sister. It's like, yeah, I resonate with this. So if you feel like you were asking for growth and abundance, and all of a sudden stuff starts coming in really quickly, and it's left you feeling extremely out of balance and trying to juggle time management, you could possibly have somebody that is very close to you that would support you and take some of that off of you so that you could get a little rest, a little time to yourself, communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. If you've been stressing over telling somebody the truth about something, that could be a choice. And even if it's you, it says this person could even be you. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others. If you're overwhelmed, admit it and ask for help. That's what I'm getting for you guys for this week. So let's take a look at your romance. Dang, I keep bumping the camera. We'll take a look at your romance because it could interplay. Usually Spirit likes to piggyback messages. So this is like personal, but there could be something in your romantic life that is echoing this too, because energy is energy, right? So we have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So this is that overthinking, right? It's trying to create a future based on past events, not on the current events, which this says stay in the present. Don't get too far ahead of the flow. So don't be in the past. Don't be in the future. Kind of ground yourself in the present moment. And be honest. Their outdated thinking and conditioning could be something that needs to be looked at, right? You could possibly be stuck in outdated thinking around something and needing to get clarity. Insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. You got the Two of Pentacles. Mental exhaustion, needing to get some sleep. Working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life. Juggling multiple priorities and balancing the budget. Outdated thinking in your romance. Let's see why. So we have between worlds. That's the growth. That's the change. See how beautiful this energy is, that you're moving into these bright, vibrant colors from this gray, dark, dismal. If in your romantic life you feel like you've been in stagnation, kind of stuck, it's because growth is happening and you're between worlds. You know, you're coming out of a death and rebirth. Here is what it feels like. And the rebirth is coming in. It's funny, you know, because we get warnings. We're told by Spirit, you know, ground yourself, get out into nature, you know, what you've been asking for and manifesting is coming. And we don't believe it. And then boom, it comes in, and it comes in really quickly. And now we're like, what the hell do I do with this? Right? Well, you have to get out of that outdated thinking from the past. And we're going to see what that is. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? See, that's that outdated thinking. You know, what used to work for us might not work for us anymore. We might actually have grown. Or a person. If this is your person, this King of Cups up here, you know, maybe they were stressed and you know, reflecting the same kind of things. They might, you know, actually have been in non-communication because they were trying to balance things in their life. They were going through this change, this between worlds, you know, growing, out, you know, reflecting on outdated thinking and conditioning, and stuck in that. That's like Eight of Swords energy, you know, stuck in and stinking thinking. And integrity, you know, I do believe there's a choice here for you, or maybe for your person, or the two of you together, but it needs to be looked at with your belief systems. And are those belief systems in alignment with who you've become now that you've grown? Or is it totally not in alignment anymore with who you are? And it's time to have that talk, to tell the truth. Right here we got two bunnies face to face having a conversation. And so communication, I think, in romance hasn't been maybe what it needs to be. Somebody might have taken a break because they were growing, they were transforming, they were going through a death and rebirth, right? Death and rebirth. And so this week you might need to have a conversation with somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Could be a King of Cups. But I see growth here. And I see a need to really take a breath. Stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled. This could come in really quickly. In my zodiacs, I noticed with romance, there was a lot of fast tower moments, 8 of Wands, you know, fast moving energy in romance. So if that resonates with you, it could come in really quickly, and you need to ground yourself. You need to, you know, take a breath. Try not to juggle too much. Trust that you can handle, when you take time, you can handle all of this growth that might be coming in new supportive connection, or it could be an old supportive, because with the infinity sign and the 8, could be somebody from the past with the cassette too. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Your last card is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So that speaks for itself, right? And integrity might be something that needs to be looked at. And maybe, you know, depending on how you were raised, maybe you were raised, you know, I know that I stayed in a marriage longer than I should have, because I was raised to believe that marriage was till death do you part, and that if you made that vow, you had to honor it forever and ever and ever until you died. And I was so unhappy, and I was so off balance, and I was hiding my emotions. And, you know, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I'm just giving that for an example. My integrity changed. I now have more love for myself, and my morals have changed, and my values. It's like, I don't believe anybody should sacrifice their own well-being and their own happiness in order to honor some kind of a vow that was made when you were in alignment. And, you know, I think everybody should try to refine their alignment in a marriage before they ditch it. But if you've done all that, if you've done the work and you couldn't get it figured out, and that's in any situation, doesn't have to be a marriage, that's just the example I'm using. But I believe that my values have changed. I've grown. And so there could be a new supportive connection, a new person, romantic feelings, and you might have really been growing and moving into much, much better energy. And Spirit's saying, you know, if something new comes in for you this week and it leaves you feeling a bit ungrounded, out of balance, and possibly even surprise you, then just breathe. Take a moment. Be honest with the person. Communicate your needs. And, you know, the King of Cups usually has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. And that's because he is, you know, balanced. This one is sitting in a boat. And there's a ship back here. There's a fish. You know, it just really feels to me like a rival. I don't know why, but it does. It feels like a rival, like somebody could be arriving in your energy. And it could be that they've grown. Maybe you weren't in communication. Maybe a choice needed to be made around something that they needed to have integrity with. So, but I've noticed in relationships, you usually mirror each other. That's why there is a vibrational alignment. You are very similar in certain ways, or you wouldn't even vibrationally come together in the law of attraction to begin with. So that's your reading. I love you guys. Make sure you speak your needs, be honest, take a breath if you need it, have trust. It looks like something really good is coming in for you, and it could be arriving, and you might need to make a decision on how to have this in your life, or if your life is even in a place that you can have it, and be honest about that. Okay? And it could be in romance, at least. It could be with somebody you haven't been speaking to for a while. You've been on a break with this person. because there was growth happening. Growth, fruition. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. I wonder if I can get up and timestamp this without bumping everything, making it wonky. We are at 25:29. All right, pile number 2. Here we go. If you pick this lovely wand with the little pentagram, and this is a red Lumerian quartz pointer, and it has a little quartz point down here. I really like this. It's got the triquetra, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Mother, Maiden, Crone, you know, all of the above, all the trinities, mind, body, spirit. This is your pile. Sorry, guys. So let's see. All right, your first card. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Let me show that to you. That's a special card. Changes upon you. Says a fresh new start or the end of delays. Sudden or unexpected progress. A very positive change in your life. Travel or a new vehicle. Bada bing. Next we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, guys. I'm going to hold that up. So we have financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, and passing on knowledge. I got the hiccups because I took a drink of that coffee. Ooh, yeah, end of delays. Holy. We've got the Knight of Swords. Wow. It says decisive, focused, driven, defensive, events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected change. Could be in a family dynamic, could be in finances, could be in a marriage. Somebody could, I hate to say it, but sometimes it could be that somebody passes away and you know, it creates great quick change in the family dynamic, and there could be inherited money. This could be winning the lottery. I mean, this is fast change. Change in the family, change in the marriage, change in the finances. Family, this has to do with family or money. So choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. So do it smart. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully, especially if it comes to money. You know, if there's a will involved, because a lot of times 10 of Pentacles is inherited money or won money. It's money that comes in abundance, right? It's the pinnacle of Pentacles. And look at how fast this energy is. This is a fresh new start or the end of delays. Sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life. Travel or a new vehicle. I'm not seeing travel. Well, with the Knight of Swords, I suppose it could be travel. It feels like abundance. It feels like unexpected change in the family or in the finances, one or the other. Because the 10 of Pentacles for me sometimes is the marriage. It's the family unit. It's the mother, the father, the children, the dog, the cat, the van, the grandparents. It's hereditary. What else do we have? Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So that's interesting. Whatever's going on, you're being told by Spirit to take a decisive action, but choose it with your intelligence. If there, it says choose intellectual response to a challenge rather than emotional. So, whatever this is, you can't let your feelings make a decision. I'm going to give you, I like to give examples. So, like I've had somebody kind of misbehaving toward me because they're broken. They've got problems. And instead of, dealing with it practically, I was dealing with it emotionally. I was like, oh, but I feel bad for them, And the truth of the matter is I needed to speak to the police. I needed to make the right action. And I needed to use my head, not my heart, because I'm an empath and I have empathetic feelings for everybody. And I give everybody way too many chances. And so, of course, mine isn't in family, but I'm just using that for an example. Sometimes, when you love people, you make stupid decisions because of being such a kind, generous, loving person. And you're being told that, if you're having a hard time deciding between your head and your heart, trust your intuition, use your intelligence, because something big is happening for you this week. And you're going to need to have your wits about you, is what I feel. And you need to trust what's right, not what like if you have to make a decision that could hurt others' feelings or I don't know, guys. You just need to do what's practical. You need to do what's right, even if sometimes it hurts your heart to do it. But some things need to be done from a practical standpoint, especially if it's around a will or a decision in the family, divorce or marriage even, or prenup, right? Whatever this is for you, this has to do with family and money. And so you need to make this decision with your intellect and your intuition, but not from a place of empathy, right? Because empaths give away their power a lot, especially when it comes to value, whether it's personal value or, financial value. So it looks like, whatever decision needs to be made, it might even come in quickly. You might have to make a quick decision. You might not get an opportunity to really, do some research or whatever it is. It looks like it's coming in quickly. And if it leaves you feeling like you don't know what to do, your advice is to do the right thing. Use your intellect, right? Choose intellectual response to the challenge rather than an emotional. Review your options carefully. Read contracts, right? Weigh your options carefully before making a decision. And do it maybe even if you need legal guidance, make sure that you get it. Yeah, see, teacher, you might need somebody to show you how. You might need somebody to help you to make a clear decision, especially if it's in finances, right? You don't want to learn a lesson the hard way. You want to make a clear decision on whatever this is. We have clearing. A true offering arises. See, something's coming, guys. A true offering arises. It becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. So there could very well have been some kind of a dynamic with you, with money or with family or legacy or inheritance This could be, it doesn't have to be, this could just be money, period. You know, this could be abundance that you've cultivated. And, you know, maybe you went from lack mentality and learned a lesson on value. And when we change how we value ourselves, the universe, then that law of attraction shifts. And the universe always pays us exactly what we believe we deserve. So if we're always telling ourselves we're unworthy, right? And then we don't get the abundance because the universe is paying us what we believe we are worth. But when we learn a lesson around our value, and yes, I am worthy and I'm a hard worker and I deserve it, things shift and change, right? They clear. And so a belief system of you know, lack, mine, holding on, you know, saving, scrimping, you know, going to the grocery store and saying, well, I can't afford that, and putting it back on the shelf. I don't do that anymore. I say all the time, I can afford that, and I put it in my cart and I pay for it. And 9 times out of 10, before I even get home, I've got people ordering readings and the money's put right back in my account. And that is that abundance, right? A true offering arises. Something's coming, guys. It becomes easy to let go. Let go of a belief system that you can't have it, right? That happens to other people. It don't happen to me. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You don't scrimp and save and hold on to. You let it go, right? You let it go. You put it out there. I'm hearing that song we used to sing in Sunday school. Love is like a magic penny. You hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, and you'll have so many. They'll roll all over the floor. For love is something when you give it away. And so this has that feeling of not being stingy, but allowing things to be God's, right? Whatever is right, do the right thing. Don't try to be greedy. Do the right thing. You know, I don't know what this means for you guys, so I can't really channel it, but it feels important. We have assessing. Yes, you need to see things from a higher perspective. It's a number 9. It says first quarter moon. You know, this is seeing things with a higher perspective, with logic and reason. Because something's about to shift energetically, and it's going to bring in some kind of an abundance or a change in the family unit. And you need to be able to make this decision intellectually from a higher perspective of trusting that what is yours will never miss you, and not being in this energy of clinging to a belief system that is in lack consciousness. All right, next we have, it's time to stop procrastinating. Yeah, maybe you were holding yourself back. Maybe you were living a life of lack. I did. Holy crap, I did. I never used to be able to make it from the first of the month to the first of the next month and make all my payments without borrowing money or working overtime, or just, you know, really stressed and anxious all the time, you know, scrimping and saving and clinging to a belief system that God didn't find me worthy and I wasn't going to get my needs met. And so, you know, I had to learn a lesson. I had a teacher actually come into my life to teach me this, about how to flow with the abundance, flow, you know, to see things from a higher perspective. Maybe something's shifting because of a lesson that you've learned in your abundance. And now, you know, it's like, it's time to stop procrastinating. I'll hold this up. Hopefully you can see it. It says your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop, chop. Here we go. Indecision, right? There was some kind of a decision you needed to make that you sat on for way too long, assessing it, right? Something is going to come in quickly because it's chop, chop. The time is now, the time is now, the time is now. Chop, chop. It's time to buckle down and do the work. The resolution and abundance you seek requires action. Ignore any naysaying voices. Indecision. Believe in yourself. You can do this. Procrastination often comes from the fear that you can't. You'll be so relieved and proud when this is behind you. See, it's time to take, well, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't. But whatever it is, it's standing in the way of you and your abundance. And I believe it's a belief system. And it could even be family members that are, you know, trying to tell you, you need to do it this way or that way or this way. And you're trying to please everybody, right? This needs to be done intelligently and quickly. It needs to be addressed. Your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop, chop. It's time to buckle down and do the work. The resolution and abundance you seek requires action. Action, action, action. Okay, no more assessing and indecision. Clear that. Because your abundance is right outside of something here, and it feels like a choice. And it's a choice you need to make that's practical and not from fear. Let's look at your love. We have never-ending story. I think you're stuck in something, personally and probably in your love life. It's a number 37. It breaks down to a 10, guys. Endings and beginnings. But it's the never-ending story. It's that feeling of being stuck, of not progressing, of not making a decision, of not, you know, of fearing the unknown, fearing the change. Change is constant, right? A friend of mine was telling me last night, change is imminent. It's a constant. But whether you're changing for the better or for the worse is dependent on the choices you make. So it looks to me like there's been a choice on the table for you, or possibly your person. This could be someone else's energy. But if that's the case, look for some big shifts to this never-ending story. Somebody seeing things from a different point of view, a higher point of view. And maybe they've been learning lessons, and now they're taking decision. Okay? So never-ending story. Something is, this is a cycle of indecision that somebody has been stuck in. Could be around a marriage or around money, finances, self-worth. Next we have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things, see things coming to light. I'm telling you guys, something's shifting. Finding out things, coming to light, adapt, change, heal. I'm telling you, big stuff's coming for you this week. Longing, someone is secretly yearning for you. This could be your person's energy, but usually we reflect back. We're like mirrors to each other in relationships because the law of attraction, quite frankly. I mean, like attracts like. I just heard a bird yell at me. I'm out here. I don't know where he went. But yeah, see, a message. I think something's coming in. I think somebody's been stuck in indecision, longing, and something's about to shift. Spirit's saying, you know, stop procrastinating. It's time to make a move. So you take it as it resonates. When you're in a relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic, you know, work related, it doesn't matter. We do identify and project on each other. We're like mirrors, right? So if you are in the vibration of abundance, you will attract abundance. Like attracts like. If you're in a place of lack, you will attract something that is also in a place of lack. And so your personal information is to clean it up and take action. And that might create action in your love life because somebody else has been also stuck and indecision, needing to clear their energy and belief systems around personal value or finances or marriage. But somebody's longing. It could be you longing for them. Look at this person here. Never-ending story. First thing I think about in the morning, last thing I think about at night, and dream all day or all night long about it, right? Secretly yearning for a change, for change. Be the change you want to see, right? And then we've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Magnetic, that tells me it's the law of attraction. Attraction is magnetic, okay? So whatever you feel with this person, it's mutual. And you are manifesting this outcome. And somebody has been stuck in indecision. Could be both of you. But it feels like it's family oriented. So maybe one or both of you are in another committed relationship. Or it could have to do with your finances. It may not be family, but I am seeing family here. But look at this. I'm seeing these two cards, okay? We've got this long-haired guy with a beard and mustache, this long-haired guy with a beard and mustache. There's a woman with a blue cape. Here she's got a red cape. And they've both got magic, right? There's magic. It's like meeting each other has taught you some lessons. You've been a teacher for each other. And if you learn these lessons and act upon them and not just assess, if you clear the old belief systems, it's going to create this huge shift in energy. And it's time. It's time. Time to stop procrastinating. Your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop, chop. It's time to buckle down and do the work. The resolution and abundance you seek requires action. Ignore any naysaying voices. That's that indecision. That needs to be cleared. Overanalyzing. Try to see it from a higher point of view. Believe in yourself. You can do this. Procrastination often comes from the fear that you can't. You'll be so relieved and proud when this is behind you. So it's in your personal life, and then it's spilling over into your relationships. And it's a cycle. It's a belief system. It's a cycle of non-action. On inability to make an assessment, a clear, logical assessment that creates movement, change, and action. So be lighthearted, chemistry, finding out something, definitely, communication, things coming to light, adapt, change, 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 change. And heal. It says heal. Whatever you're healing, it's a pattern. It's a belief system of not being good enough. And there's a mirror right here next to her. And so it is, whatever you believe about yourself on the inside, you are projecting out into your environment and creating it energetically. Change a belief system. When you look in that mirror, see something different, something higher, something better about yourself, and then go for it. Whatever you've been in indecision about, it's time to take action. All right? And if this is your person's energy, then, you know, it's because there's something in your personal life that doesn't have anything to do with them. It's about your self-worth. It's about whether or not you believe you're worthy of love or finances or abundance. And when you clear that, when you learn that, and when you clear that clearing and make a decision and take an action to go after what you want in life, that's going to also spill over with that mirror into other relationships, other areas of your life. And so it's all kind of quantumly entangled, right? So if you want change, make change. And that will create change in the dynamic of other people in your life as well. And, you know, I see this Cupid right here with the bow and arrow, you know, right there. It could happen around Valentine's Day. I mean, that's coming up, right? What's today? Today's the 8th. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's Monday, but probably people will be celebrating this weekend. And so I never noticed that Cupid down here before. Let me see if you can see it. So it very well could happen around Valentine's Day. So whatever this is, guys, you've got this, okay? Don't procrastinate. Take action. Whatever, you'll know intuitively, your heart already knows what to do. And if this is somebody else in your life, then it certainly looks like they're about ready to either commit or make a decision and come forward, right? You're going to find something out. Something will come to a light. Adapt, right? Adapt means you've got to get rid of the old beliefs around things. Change is adapting. Something's different, and you're going to need to see it differently because it's not the same. It's not the never-ending story. It's coming in different. Okay? All right, guys, that was your reading. Let me stand up again and see what the timestamp is. It is 51:29. Wow, we're doing 29's good. 51:29. Okay. So, pile number 3. Let's see what's going on for you. Advice for the week. If you pick this lovely pre-night pendulum, I love pendulums. I play with them a lot, but I don't believe the accuracy as much as I used to because I've tested them. They're really good for clearing energy, though. If you want to help a friend and get their chakras in line, you can use a pendulum. Really, really good for that. All right, here we go. Renewal. Is this judgment? No, this is the world, right? Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose in your heart. You know what to do. I think this is judgment. Yeah. I'm going with that. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. Judgment, so, they don't put that on here, but judgment sometimes is an opportunity to resurrect something from the past that either needs closure or needs to be looked at again, a new judgment, right? Something's changed. And, judgment is when something that needed closure, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or, a belief system. It's something that, was one way and you put it to rest, right? Because the Archangel Gabriel blows his trumpet and awakens the past, present, and future into the now moment for a life review, for an opportunity to decide what stays and what goes. Am I moving forward away from this, or am I going to revisit this and move forward with it, right? The dreamer, so this is the Fool. A new start. See, you got new. A new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take that leap of faith. And there's that angel. So we've got angels watching over you. Angel at the gate here. You're very divinely protected on whatever this journey is. We've got this timepiece here too. So it's time to embark on a brand new journey. And I do see a dog here, a loyal friend. So this could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, but you're kind of deciding to take somebody, along on this journey. You're not going alone. You're very divinely protected. And it does feel like, you know, leaving the past behind you. But it doesn't have to be a person, because I don't see somebody left here. But it does feel like, you know, you're leaving something, possibly with family, friendships. You're leaving something about that in the past. With forgiveness, perhaps, because I see the word forgiveness and compassion. Leaving that behind and just starting over and moving forward on a new path. It has something to do with the past, though, because I'm seeing this timepiece. And, you know, time is a concept of lineation. It's the past, the present, the future, which is present in the Judgment card. So we have ego. Oh, the devil. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation, and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addiction or unhealthy habits. So there's something here in your past. It could be a belief system, could be a person you were tied to, or family values, ancestral values, programming. Because we've got the family, we've got the past, the present, the future, right? And so there's something or someone, or many someones, that you're being guided to release yourself from. Forgive. I feel like it's a forgiveness. Like not forgiving the situation is what kept you tied to it, enslaved by it. You know, they say forgiveness isn't for others, it's for us. It gives us the permission to lay that down and to no longer be encumbered by it. And so it does feel like this week you're going to get an opportunity to look at relationships or friendships or family dynamics or belief systems that have kept you stuck and bound to things that were unhealthy. It could even be addictions. And it's time for a renewal. It's time to let go of that and take that step to follow your dreams, to move forward away from whatever's been dragging you under or holding you back or keeping you in this energy of lack. All majors. You got all majors. So we have trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. I want to put that right here underneath. I'm going to put it kind of between these because it's wanting change. It's wanting to trust that your deepest longings, which can be devil energy, trusting to know how to handle them in a more healthy way. And it's that faith. It's letting go of whatever the devil energy has been for you, whether it's physical addictions, money, food, sex, drugs, alcohol, or it could just be a toxic relationship from the past. Or this could be family, because we've got the dreamer is the child. It's the fool, right? The tarot is all about the fool's journey. It's, when you take off as an innocent to explore your world and something happens and you get stuck in the devil energy, and then it has to be healed. It has to be overcome. This fool on his journey goes through all of these life lessons and then learns to come back to source, back to trusting the divine. And that's what transforms things. It's what heals and starts ends an old cycle and starts a new one. And with judgment, you get to decide, you know, what needs to be let go of in the past and what needs to come with me into my future. And only taking with you what is healthy and non-toxic, and transforming it through faith, compassion, and forgiveness to get clarity through trust. Time to head in a new direction with purpose in your heart, knowing what to do, moving away from anything that no longer serves you, and trusting your path, trusting that you're guided. Look, you got an angel here, you got an angel here. Abundance. Boy, everybody's getting abundance this week. I want mine. I would have picked pile number 1. They're like, if you want abundance, you better do it. Time to make a move, right? Abundance. I am a limitless being. You rock it, so if there's a glare. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes, you can, as long as you're not enslaved to an outcome. Trust is not tying yourself to an outcome, but trusting the journey, making a choice to move forward, and just trusting that you're divinely protected. And trusting yourself too, because you are part of the divine. You need trust in yourself and not feeling like you can't. I'm a limitless being, the dreamer, renewal, trust. Let go of the ego. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into the physical reality. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And then we have number 6, consciousness. Why can you? Because you're so deserving. See, that's what it's going right under the ego card. This is lack. This is fear. This is toxicity. This is, people and places and things in our lives, experiences on our journey that we got caught in the drama of, that we got caught up believing that we were unworthy, that it wasn't for us. We didn't deserve it. When we make mistakes, then we judge ourselves very harshly, or others. And so it's time to forgive yourself and forgive others, because you are deserving and you can manifest whatever you desire as long as you're in alignment with the highest and best and not the ego. The ego is there to protect you. And look here's Archangel Michael cutting you free, freeing you, saying, go, my child, and be free. It's time to have a new journey. It's time to leave the old journeys and the lessons you learned there behind, and you are so deserving of abundance, compassion, and forgiveness. And trust yourself. You've got right here, trust yourself, and here it says trust. Trust the divine and trust yourself. You've got this, man. You've totally got this, and you deserve this. Okay, stop judging yourself or others through lack mentality. Start seeing the highest and best in yourself, and forgive others that have trespassed against you, because we're all on this journey following our dreams, and we all get a visit from the devil, not just once but many times in our lives. And sometimes we do make a poor choice or a poor judgment, but that doesn't mean we're not capable. Right? It just means that there's a lesson there for us to learn. And then the next time we choose better. I'm a limitless being. I'm deserving. I trust myself and I trust the divine. And I'm not on this journey alone. And whatever judgments have been holding me back need to be forgiven and released. And sometimes this could be childhood trauma. You might have had a really fucked up childhood. A lot of people did. But just try to remember that, the devils aren't meant to be there forever. We're meant to overcome and move forward. And you know, some of them weren't really devils. I know that, you know, being a parent doesn't come with instructions. And, you know, there's no law that says a broken, damaged person can't have a child and then they damage the child. And sometimes it feels really, really like they did it on purpose, but really they didn't. They just didn't know any better. And so whatever belief system you have around not being worthy or trustworthy or forgiven or deserving of abundance, let those go. It's time to take a new walk, and you are divinely protected, and you're allowed to forgive, and you're allowed to move forward in a new direction, learning your lessons with clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know exactly what to do. You are limitless, and you are worthy. Big lesson for you this week. Boundaries, yes. Yes, we can forgive people, the devil. We can forgive, we can have compassion, but we also need those healthy boundaries, don't we? Protecting our energy, protecting our beliefs, not allowing other people to hurt us, not allowing other people's belief systems to infiltrate our own, to protect ourselves from anything that doesn't serve us in a high vibrational, honest way. So, you know, I can love you and want to see you fed, but you don't have to eat at my table. And care without carrying. And, you know, align yourself with people that you can trust. And have nice, healthy boundaries around those that are toxic. Those that judge you. If you feel judged by others, you can absolutely protect yourself from that energy. But in order to do that, you've got to be in alignment with knowing your worth and trusting your intuition. Knowing that, you know, everybody makes mistakes. But you don't have to continue with that lesson. Once you've learned it, you can learn from it, and you can set a boundary up so that you never have to have that experience again. All right, so next we have, excuse me, confidence, of course. I mean, this has got needing confidence written all over it. Look at how beautiful you are, deserving. Look at, you are this beautiful peacock, right? And look at all the, I always think peacocks have all these third eyes all over their, this is wisdom. This is change. This is knowledge. This is learning those lessons. This is seeing clearly. And it's got a heart right there on its chest, right? So it says confidence. It takes courage to put your butt on the line and to go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there, the dreamer. Who cares what other people think? Judgments, right? Other people's judgments. Everybody starts somewhere, the fool. And don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct. Boundaries. Trust. But you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you will become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. So big lesson for you this week. And if this isn't you, you know, it's somebody in your awareness. It's somebody maybe that you're helping with that. So everybody take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. This could be a child that you're helping. This could be healing your inner child. This could be in relationship. This could be, you know, closure and something from the past that you have learned from and set boundaries against. And recognizing that, you know, life is abundant. Look at all the shit that she's got. All these flowers all around her, opulence in the background. Knowing that you deserve to have abundance in your life. And it doesn't matter what other people think or how they judge you. What matters is how you judge you. So in love and relationship, we have yang, masculine energy. It's time to do something, right? It's time to take action. Masculine energy is the energy of action. Feminine energy is of well, actually, You know, you've got both here because this is feminine energy. This is, you know, what I want comes to me. I don't have to chase it. Abundance, deserving. So this is a balancing. This is probably what you've been doing, is balancing your inner masculine and feminine energy. And if you resonate with being a twin flame, and I know a lot of you do, and I don't know why, but a lot of you pick pile number 3, this transformation with your masculine has, your inner masculine and your outer masculine has really, really come to a place where there needs to be forgiveness and either closure of something that happened in the past that was toxic with them. And so you can create a better future with boundaries and courage to take a leap of faith, right? So next we have, I like you, I like you, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanting to date. New, oh, so guys, this could be new, or well, it says, or recommitment. But it says new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. And so releasing yourself from past beliefs around somebody possibly from your past that you've been a little guarded with. There could be a renewal of a love, right? Because it says renewal and it says recommitment to love. And you've got divine masculine energy here. But you're going to have, if there were issues with this person in the past around trust and worthiness and no boundaries, you know, allowing just whatever behavior or whatever, there's been a change. There's a change. There's a new beginning, a renewal, an opportunity to have a restart, right? It takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere. Don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct. But you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. See, that's twin energy. That's when you shine, they shine. It's the cause and effect energetically. Now, if you don't resonate with being twin flames, you could very well meet somebody new, brand new, right? Because the judgment card is the old and the new. You know, it could be healing something from the past, which clears out your energy of that devil, releasing you, freeing you from it, thereby creating space for new love to come in. Either way, this looks pretty freaking fantastic, especially for the week of Valentine's Day. So very soon, there you go. Clearly decide, because right there is that I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into the physical reality. So whatever you've been desiring, you can manifest it if you clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That's that vibrational alignment. And I am seeing divine feminine and divine masculine energy here. When you balance that within yourself, you create it externally. And if you're on a twin flame journey, it also creates movement in the twin flame dynamic, because now you have unified your own inner masculine and feminine energy, which then is like an umbilical cord, right? It's that law of attraction. It's when you know your worth, the universe pays you your worth. So I see both scenarios here. I see you could be healing a past energy with a devil, and by establishing boundaries, knowing your worth, right? Taking charge, taking a step, a leap of faith. Right here it says, put your butt out there. Put your butt on the line. Take that leap of faith. Trust. And then, you know, you could be ending something with someone else, or they could be, which is creating energy for new beginnings very soon. But you've got to be in the vibration of having it, of knowing that you deserve it, and being willing to take the steps that you need to take to create it. Okay? So someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, wanting to date, new love, a new love or a recommitment to love. and very soon. Clearly decide. I love you guys. These have been great readings. I kind of enjoy doing these. I'm sorry I was a day late with them. But this has been your reading, and let me know in the description box or the comment section, maybe on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever, you know, drop me a line. Let me know, did this resonate with you? Did it actually show up in your awareness? And did you work with the energies? Were you prepared for the energies? Maybe because you picked a pile and you had a little guidance on it for the week. Let me know what you think of these readings, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you on the next upload. Namaste.